Welcome to the Seaman Podcast, a show where artists and musicians with an axe to grind throw things deep into the abyss of the Seaman. Transphobia, racism, ableism, anti-Semitism, sexism, and homophobia, it all gets dumped on the trash! How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the motherfucking Seaman Podcast. It's me, everyone's favourite, big, voluptuous, delicious daddy, the big chungus, the right reverend, is Big Tasty. And I'm sat in the living room of my place, and I'm hanging out with someone. We've just been playing a couple rounds of takoyaki on the Switch. I'm not going to say who won, but it was me. So you can deal with that however you will. It was a 10-10 tiebreaker, and I went in with a very strong early streak, and then right at the end, smacked it in.
Savage.
Right to the back of the throat. Right, so I'm joined by my good friend Mog, who rips and rocks in the band Vita Valentine. Viva Valentine, not Vita Valentine. That would be lame.
No, Miss Viva.
Yeah.
Viva all the way.
How go?
Good, man. Good. I'm sore after the loss at takoyaki.
Yeah, well...
I don't actually know how to come back from this one.
you know, sometimes you win and sometimes you lose, and sometimes, the Lord just dishes out a lot of losses at once.
Maybe the last time we ever speak, but...
Well, at least I got it recorded. So if I just happen to go missing...
Yeah, we all know what happened.
Yeah, we all know what's up. In the courts. He wanted takoyaki, so Mog killed Sai and turned him into takoyaki.
It seems just.
Yeah. I feel like I'm so fat that I feel like my meat would be chewy to the similar texture of octopus. So I feel like if you made me into takoyaki, I'd probably be fairly indistinguishable.
I hope you don't mind if I don't ever eat the you takoyaki.
No, I'm not going to I'll just serve you up. There'll just be a bunch of mysterious ball-shaped chunks missing from my torso. But, hey, Mog, you want a little takoyaks?
Fancy a little takoyaki.
It's definitely not made out of me. That's got to be a fetish someone has where they want to serve someone their own meat without them knowing.
There's got to be someone out there. I don't ever want to meet them.
Yeah.
But there is that person.
Yeah, non-consensual cannibalism.
Get on Field, you'll find them.
It's got to be a thing. Go on 4chan, go on Reddit.
They'll be there somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that it's common for people to be like hiding spunk in food and be like, haha, you're eating the spunk.
God,
or hiding hair, but I'm talking like actual like pieces of their own...
The horror.
Beef.
Yeah, well...
Speaking of beef, I saw a clip on TikTok the other day, and it was of that game show The Chase.
Oh yeah.
And there was a farmer from Newquay on it.
Okay.
And he was a big beefy boy, and what's his name? Bradley.
Okay.
The main...
it's Bradley Walsh or something, isn't it?
He was like, you need to change your name to Beef. You look like beef. And he was just like, and the guy standing there was like, incredible. Yeah, I'll get some beef now. He's like, yeah, you're beef you are. You look like beef.
I really hope he changes that officially.
And they changed the name to Beef on his like gamer card.
That's incredible.
And he was like, when you see him back in Newquay, everyone, you better call him Beef and take pictures with him. Like, this poor guy has now just been crowned Beef. The rest of his life he's just beef.
Does he have anything to do with cows as a farmer? Or
I think he is a farmer, but I mean, they called him Beef because he was beefy. So I feel like, poor Beef.
Poor Beef.
If you listen to this, Beef,
that's quite sad.
Come on.
I like beef.
Yeah, I smell like beef. So you've been busy playing some shows?
Yeah, we've not actually done too many so far, but the ones that we have done, they've been fucking awesome. Way better than I ever could have imagined, to be honest. Like, we've had clips sent in by people that were at the shows and stuff, and it's nice to hear yourself back and know that you're doing all right. Obviously, when you're in a rehearsal room, it's so fucking loud, you can't really tell what you're doing and whatever. But yeah, to hear the clips back from what the audience are actually hearing is really nice. And yeah, we've got really good response so far, which is exciting, because it was proper shot in the dark doing this new project, because it's quite far away from my old solo stuff. which was super country and sweet and adorable. And now I'm getting up on stage singing songs
about Satan.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Our best song, in my opinion, is called Shark Week, and it's literally about fucking whilst on your period.
Oh, fun.
Really aggressively, and people love it. So it's a far cry from the sweet little country songs I was previously doing.
Doom, 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 doom. I was on my period and he fucked me.
And I wanted that sweet, sweet lovin'.
I want that blood on the balls.
Oh, God.
Yeah. It's always good when someone sends you clips and it from you playing and it sounds good.
Yeah, it's helpful.
Sometimes you think you sound like Bjork, but actually you sound like Yoko Ono.
Yeah, it's honestly embarrassing when that happens. Happens more often than you think.
Yeah.
But no, I think we did okay.
Way back in the day when I was in my first band, I my voice had not been ravaged. It was time had been fine. My voice wasn't as deep as it was.
Nice.
Because I was, a young whippersnapper and I hadn't spent the last 10 years going. So I wanted to be Chris Cornell so bad.
Nice.
So in my band I'd be like, and then I'd listen back to it and I'd just sound like a seagull.
Yeah,
like just whistle noting my way through the day.
I want to hear it.
Yeah,
you have to show me now.
I played it to your lesser half, Alex.
Oh yes.
Everyone, fan favorite Sniff. I played it to him and he was like proper slagging it off, and I was like, "This is my first album I ever made." And he was like, "Oh yeah, well it's good actually."
The cheek of him.
Yeah,
I've heard some of the stuff that he's made, and he has no legs to stand on.
Yeah, because it was the first person that ever said anything bad about it, and I was like, "Nope, bad."
That is mean.
Yeah, it's all right.
Can't shit on baby-sized dreams.
It's all right. He likes fucking Scar, so
shade.
He likes NoFX.
Oh,
I like NoFX, but
I don't.
He's listening to this right now. He's just like about to hand me my fucking eviction notice. But yeah, speaking of things that are terrible,
yes,
you got some sea bins for me?
I do.
Shall we get cracking with the binnage?
Yeah, I think we should carry on with Sniff in mind.
Yeah.
Here and go for the first thing to go in the sea bin today, being Orcs lead hoggers.
Right. Yeah. Because your boy is he do be doing that sometimes.
Yeah, your boy loves to flash his
taste. Yeah. So yeah, give me the spiel. Give me a story. Give me the stuff.
I mean, I just think that as a general rule, the people who hog the Orcs lead are always the ones with the shittest taste in music.
Yeah.
And they're all too keen and confident to make that known. And everyone that sits in the background tends to have a fairly excellent taste in music, but says nothing.
Yeah.
And allows the shit to continue. And says nothing.
Yeah, I guess it's all relevant really, because whoever's like got the Orcs on and is bipping away to some absolute fucking wetness. Yeah. They might listen to what we're playing and be like, oh, well,
it's
listen to that shit,
so it is all relative, taste is subjective.
I'm a big fan of a sort of universally appreciated playlist. Mm-hmm. I think that's the only way to go on a long drive.
I think it's good. You need to kind of have something that hits all the bases for all the different people involved.
Yeah, and also I can't understand the mindset of like hogging an aux cable, because to me, like I've said this before on the show, one of the biggest things that like this anxiety induces for me is the idea of someone being like, here, play music for everyone.
It's horrible, because what if someone hates what you've just put on?
Yeah,
it's not fair to subject people to that kind of horror.
Yeah. And it's like, well, I like lots of things. Sometimes I'm listening to Bob Dylan, and sometimes I'm listening to Meshuggah, and sometimes I've got Aphex Twin on, and sometimes I'm listening to like MF Doom or something.
My thing is like, when I get in my car, I'm the driver. I get to DJ this one. I get to select what tunes are playing, because I'm doing all the hard work here. Now, this rule doesn't carry over to everyone else, and whether you get in the car and you're the driver or not, they like to assume hosting positions on that one.
Yeah, that's one of your sort of universal flip-flopped opinion, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm always sort of like, when I'm on the way to a gig or whatever, I want to be like listening to the music that gets me pumped, gets me stage ready, gets me, you know, fueled, and then someone will come along and put on a grindcore album.
Right.
Which, if that's your cup of tea, fair play.
Right.
But that does not get me pumped before a gig. I do not need to listen to that.
You want to hear fucking...
It just makes me not
what's
enjoy life.
What's on your pre-gig playlist? What do you crack on?
Like, I need some like belter tunes to like get the vocal cords warmed up.
Right.
Like, I need some shit like Dolly Parton in there. I need some Whitney Houston in there.
Yeah.
Like, I need some chill shit. So I need like some Joni Mitchell, some Courtney Barnett. Like, to kind of, you know, bring the energy levels down a bit, keep the angst to a minimum.
Yeah. The last thing you want is grindcore.
Yeah, like that really just heightens everything. Like, BPM goes through the roof.
Yeah. See, the thing is, it's like when I'm heading towards a gig, let's say me and Shannon are driving the Monolith show. Shannon does not want to listen to heavy stuff before she'll listen to it afterwards, but before she plays, she doesn't want to listen to heavy stuff. Well, heavy, like, metallic music, because she'll be fucking pumping Gabba out and donk, and like I want to like kind of get into the vibe and get my internal riff going, and then but she's like, oh, I don't want to listen to anything heavy, and then proceed to be like, and I'm just like, fucking hell.
Yeah, you just got to try and match the vibe, man. Everyone's vibe is different pre and post show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need very much like chill either side, because it's so high octane when we're on stage. I need to like have the little bit of zen afterwards.
I think this would be an interesting listener question. Who the fuck am I? I'm going to put this out on social media when this comes out, but do you think it's the driver's responsibility to get a playlist going, or do you think that it is the co-pilot's job to be the DJ?
I think
answers on a postcard.
It's an interesting one.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a real 50-50 split. Yeah,
I think it's a playlist situation. I think it's if everyone can, or just put on like 80s bangers or something.
I'm just a big fan of like everyone gets one or two songs added to the queue.
Yeah.
And just like keep it eternally going.
But I think we were talking about this the other day on an episode with my friend Aidan, and he was saying, because he wanted to throw in people that like listen to music loud in public. And I think when you sort of assume that your taste is so good that you subject everybody to your music and with music taste, regardless of like what anyone else wants, I think that's kind of a shit thing to do.
It is a bit of a dick move.
You should be like, hey, does anyone fancy this? Is this everyone vibing? Should I change it?
Yeah.
Just, read the room. But I think if you just put on like 15 hours of jangly indie, then
it's just kind of rude.
Yeah, change it.
100%.
I think it's getting binned.
I think it's getting binned.
Yeah.
I think it has to.
Listen for the splash. People who hog the aux cable in the bin. Bam. If you listen to this and you're like, hold on, no, that's unfair. You're the problem. You are the issue.
That is true.
Yeah.
Very much the issue.
What's your secondary bin?
So my secondary bin, now I don't know why I've just been thinking about it while we've been talking.
Okay.
But specifically, it's the Harry Potter fandom.
Right.
However, I'm tempted to extend it just purely to fandoms of any kind.
Okay.
Because of the sheer brutality that is aimed at people that are not part of those fandoms.
Has this got anything to do with the fact that someone tried to subject you to Lord of the Rings and you did not like it, and you've been sort of dealing with that backlash ever since? It might do. There's a little bit of bitterness there, you could say. When you said that, like, the Harry Potter fandom, I was going to be like, well, I think like the problem with the Harry Potter universe is not in its fans, it's in its creator, I would say. And the fans are the ones that are like, we're just trying to hold it together. Yeah. But I think if you extend it to fandoms in general, I think, that's where the toxicity is. Yeah. In almost everything. It's the kind of such an intense love for something that you can't see beyond it, to see that someone else may not enjoy that thing. Yeah. And it is okay for them not to enjoy that thing. Like,
I know I need to tread lightly here.
No, man, you stomp away.
I am just not a fantasy gal.
No?
I have never got on board with fantasy.
It's not for everyone.
Or anything. I can see when I'm watching these movies, like, the impressiveness of the visuals and everything and the art that has gone into it, but it means nothing to me.
It means nothing to me.
Literally nothing.
Oh, the fantasy. Yeah.
So, I don't know, but people just get so intense about it. Like, they get mad at you when you don't like the thing, and it's like, I tried, man, I tried my hardest, it just didn't stick.
Yeah, I always try to not do that. I always get a little bit of pang where I'm like, oh, I love this so much, I don't understand how you can't like it. And it's like, there's loads of stuff I don't like, you know, fuck. Even like fantasy stuff I don't like I've never even really cared to watch Game of Thrones or anything like that shit, because it's just too rapey.
It is very rapey.
I'd rather watch Lord of the Rings, where there's just a bunch of elves running around and being like, oh,
I would pick Lord of the Rings over Game of Thrones for that purpose.
Yeah.
Like, it at least takes it on that one.
Yeah. It's like, as much as you don't like Lord of the Rings, at least Frodo never, like, you know, fucked his sister. And
exactly.
Baby with her
like, it's a bit more family friendly.
Yeah.
It's a bit more...
Gandalf's not walking around, like, taking child brides and all that shit.
Oh, can you imagine?
You little girl, come with me.
That is some little girl's dream out there. Gandalf, take me.
How little are we thinking?
I don't know. I don't wish to put an age on these things.
No. Ugh. If you're listening and you're like 10 or above,
please don't think of Gandalf in that way.
Don't. Come on, there's just, you know, just enjoy your childhood while you can. There's plenty of time for Gandalf worship down the line.
There is more than enough time for that. Just stay young.
Yeah.
Stay young for now and leave Gandalf where he needs to be, okay?
Leave sleeping Gandalf's eye. But one fandom that I think is a very clear sort of image of a fandom becoming so toxic that it swallows itself to the fact that people in the fandom then actively hate it is probably the Stranger Things. Ooh. From what I've noticed recently.
Yeah, it's got really intense as well this year.
Yeah.
Like, I love all the Eddie Munson girls on TikTok.
But now they've swallowed each other up.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of scary and it's gone in on itself. Like, I remember when they first put the series out this year, and there was all these like thirst videos for Eddie Munson.
I'm trying to find a video now while we talk.
It's so good. And they'd just be like slow-mo videos of him like flicking his hair backwards in the breeze.
Doing
the weird like dragon devil horn thing that he does, and all of that stuff. And it honestly cracks me up that like 12-year-olds are fancying this overgrown student who didn't make it out of high school at the right time. But he's a sweetheart. We stan Eddie Munson, but nonetheless.
But I was like, because I get a lot of people coming to work and assume that because I play D&D and teach D&D, that they're like, oh, you must love Stranger Things. I'm like, never watched it.
Yeah.
But with the Eddie thing, it's like everyone was like, Eddie, and now it's gone to the point where people are so obsessed with Eddie that even the Eddie girls are like, I hate this. I hate to the point where I want to see if I can find this song here. But did you hear the "It's Corn"?
Yes, of course.
Have you heard the "It's Eddie"?
No.
Okay, I hope this is the right version of it here. No, that's not it. Hold on, where is it?
Not the one.
I really like Eddie. What do you like about Eddie? It's Eddie! A big goofball. He's a hero. He's a hero. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing.
It's just that song been going around. I couldn't find the right thing. It's like, it's Eddie, a big goofball, and you hear the little in the back. It's like, oh god.
I do sort of love these weird like trends that come out of everything. It's like the Chrissy Wake Up song that came out of it. Like that is stuck in my head like on a daily basis. I fucking hate it.
But I saw an even worse version of it where someone had made, there was like a pregnant lady and she was like, baby get out, I don't like this, baby get out.
Why did the trends like evolve like that.
Yeah. All the comments were just like, I wish Stranger Things had never happened.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Please don't.
And it's like Rick and Morty. When Rick and Morty came out, it was like a funny little cartoon. And then all like the neckbeards were like, only really intelligent people can understand this.
Yeah.
And then it ruined it.
It's not the one. I like just leave it for the cute, weird thing that it is.
Yeah.
And enjoy it for that.
Like another fandom that completely ruined a thing that it never really recovered is like, look at like My Little Pony, made for kids. Bronies swallowed it up, and now it's like ruined forever. Like they'll never be able to be enjoyed
really
by.
cringe, like,
yeah.
No one can enjoy My Little Pony in a normal way now.
Yeah.
Without being looked upon as a Fruit Loop.
Yeah. And
which
like,
is sad because they're cute.
yeah, they're just little ponies
They're
for
just
little
ponies.
girls and well, for anyone really, just kids.
Exactly.
And then grown men are like, I want to fuck this horse.
Why would you want to do anything else? Honestly.
Yeah. I mean, it's a horse.
Stop being a super hot, cute, tiny horse.
I mean, you can't blame the bronies, really.
It's really on the horse here. It's on the pony.
Victor blaming a cartoon horse.
It's the horse.
Look, if you didn't want to be,
Fuck you, man. You should have been that hot.
If you did, look, Rainbow Dash. If you didn't want to be put in a jar and cummed on, you shouldn't have had like the hair of a fucking e-girl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's unforgivable.
Well, there it is.
Yeah.
And I mean, I could go on and on about how like Star Wars fandom is like eating itself from the inside because a woman was a main character, or because there's black people in it now.
I mean, I've only heard the rumours around the weird porn videos to do with Star Wars.
Oh, right. Well, there's porn of everything.
Yeah, but I find it really disturbing. My friend told me about it the one time about one of them having a lightsaber as their appendage.
Oh, okay.
And slicing.
Oh. Why would you slice?
Their person down the middle. I just
not very
found it
erotic.
really concerning that's where it went.
Yeah. Well, I'd be like, have a lightsaber and maybe try and do some like cool visual where you can like see the light shining from inside the tongue or something. But
like you can work something out, but why did
cut
it have
someone
to
down
be
the middle.
that?
Yeah.
Like, why does everyone have to make it weird?
Yeah.
Like, there could be some very normal, straight and narrow shit going on.
I think there's some normal Star Wars porn.
I expect there will be, like the typical Princess Leia shit,
Yeah, but the thing is that everyone in the Star Wars universe is like related to each other. So you can't really make Star Wars porn without it being incest porn.
Yeah, nice.
It's like,
lush.
Yeah, it's like, why you got to be that way, man? Why you gotta do that? Why can't they make the Star Wars porn like expanded universe stuff where it's characters we never met before, but in the Star Wars universe?
That would be great. See, that's fine. Like we don't have any kind of like personalness to attach to anyone.
Disney need to like let porn companies have license to make their own characters.
I think they should. They'd make bank real fast. Not that Disney needs any more help, but like
I want to see some Jar Jar porn.
I think you might be the only one.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Jar Jar's got a whole horde of frothing fans.
No. I don't even want to think about
Imagine walking in with just this big Jar Jar knob. Like. But with a Disney budget too. Like if they like CG'd it to look really real and it's like, Misa don't know what to do with my penis.
Do you reckon it'd be massive?
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Massive Jar Jar slong.
Have you seen his hands and feet?
To be fair, I haven't paid that much attention.
The man can jump like 15 feet in the air.
Do you reckon
you don't do that with a small dick? Yeah, his little pogo stick. He's just bouncing around the forest of Naboo like boing, boing, boing. That's why he was banished.
It makes sense.
Yeah, because it was
sex crimes.
His Gungan piece.
Public indecency.
This has gone a horrible way.
It's gone really horrible. Take it back, man.
Take it back now, y'all. I'm trying to think, because fandoms also is a beautiful thing.
They are a beautiful thing.
There's a lot of space for beauty. I might give it a pass.
That's fair enough. I can see the beauty in them as much as the horror.
Yeah, I would say if you were like the toxic side of fandoms and like narrowed it down to that, but I think I always do this. I've got a bad habit of being like, hey, you brought this in, but if you said this, I would have thrown it in. But I think fandoms as a whole, like staying out.
I think
but
that's
like
fair.
the toxic side, staying in. And Disney, make that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, they owe you big time now if it pulls off.
I want my royalties.
Yeah, you need to make sure you write the contract and
Like
claim
I'm the only person.
stake.
Like I'm the only person ever to think about Jar Jar's giant cock.
Yeah, but be the person to at least put it in a contract first.
Yeah, I'd be like, look, mate.
Yeah, be like, it's mine. I put it on paper.
Yeah,
Claim
exactly.
it.
I bet if you went to DeviantArt right now and typed in Jar Jar's cock, you'd just be swarmed with pulsating Gungan shit.
I don't even want to think about it.
Okay.
Horror.
The horror.
The true horror.
Right, so we got one in, we got one out. I'm going to quickly thank my patrons.
Cool.
So I got someone else. I got a new patron. They're called SJ. I remember now. So SJ, Aiden, Sean, Adam, James, Kate, Christiane, Froggy, Smallbanks, Tim, Alex, Sniff, Jochen, CB, Fiend, Peg, Rory, E.G., Mark, David, Will, Sarah, Matt, Ollie, Alex, Chris, Dale, Caroline, Dave, Will, Cody. Thank you for supporting them. Thank you for supporting this month. Also, thank you to Cold Press CBD. Go to cold-press.io. Use code Simon10 in all caps to get 10% off your first month's dose of vegan CBD gummy bears. The shit's good, make you feel good, taste good, they look good. They send you shit too, like t-shirts and stuff.
They're amazing.
Yeah, you heard it here first. The whisper in the wind. So yeah, this is kind of like a spontaneous episode. So normally I'll have something prepared for the middle, but like an empty hot dog bun, I have no beefy middle. But what I normally do is I ask some questions. So how do you feel about being asked some salacious questions?
Fire away.
Cool. Would you rather?
Okay, I'm actually excited for this.
Okay.
Hit me up. The worse, the better.
Right. Would you rather have to fight Shrek or fuck Shrek?
Oh, I'd fight him.
Yeah?
Ain't no way I'm fucking Shrek.
No? What's wrong with Shrek?
Ain't no way.
He's a very tender lover, I'm sure.
Oh, he's so big though.
Yeah.
Do you reckon is his dong in sort of proportion with the rest of his body?
I would think so. I mean, ogres have to fuck other ogres, right?
That is true. So it's gonna.
So he's not going to have a person-sized knob. He's going to have an ogre-sized knob.
Split me in half, mate. I'm gonna have to fight him.
Some people are into that shit, man.
No.
I'm sure you could probably buy a Shrek dildo somewhere on like Bad Dragon or something.
Guarantee you it exists. Yeah. Guarantee you I don't want to find it.
Yeah, I feel like so you're just gonna let Shrek just punch you out.
Yeah, he can smack the fuck out of me, but he ain't fucking me.
Right. Would you rather fight Jar Jar? Fight Jar.
Definitely fight Jar Jar. He ain't fucking Jar Jar Binks.
Is that a size thing or just because it's Jar Jar?
Just because it's Jar Jar.
It's Jar Jar.
It's all personal.
Yeah. A big goofball. He's got the dick.
Put a mask on him or a bag on his head, and I'm sure he's a very gentle lover. But
could you imagine Jar Jar dirty talk?
No.
These are pussy good.
It's horrible.
Oh God, remove that. If you listen to that, no, you didn't.
It didn't happen.
No,
that didn't. Don't rewind. You'll only scar yourself.
Yeah.
Don't do it, man.
Would you rather have 5 foot long ears or 5 foot long nipples? Like earlobes, like they hang down, not like they just stretch out real far. Like that's.
I feel like due to the, I can't think what the right word would be here, due to the texture of said nipple and lobes.
Yeah.
I feel like lobes, because at least if they get in the way, you can kind of wrap them up a bit, you know? Yeah. Whereas, like, nips feel like they're kind of a bit more... They got their own thing going on.
Yeah.
They're a bit...
You could kind of coil them up. And...
I feel like that would hurt
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like a lobe has a bit less feeling.
You could make yourself a little ear turban out of them.
Yeah, I think that'd be cute, and you can like shut people out at the same time, like like tuck them in so you can't hear anyone.
If you're on like
it's kind of purposeful.
If you're having to sleep somewhere where it's a bit bright.
Yeah, just
make yourself an eye mask.
Wrap them round the whole way.
You could do that with the nips too, probably, but...
You could, but I feel like it just look a bit freaky.
Yeah.
It's like coming up from your chest, just like, hello. But somehow from your ears is fine.
Yeah.
That's quite good. That's genius, actually, because you can both... If you're on a flight...
Yeah.
You can just, like, wrap it up.
Yeah.
You can't hear anything. You can't see anything. It's perfection.
Yeah.
And doesn't count as carry-on.
True. Yeah.
Earlobes.
Yeah, I'm thinking, but what happens if, you turn around too hard and then whoosh, slap someone with an ear? But I
reckon they'd have a good bit of kickback as well, wouldn't they?
Yeah, it would be like, when someone hits you with a towel that's been wet on the end, you get proper Indiana Jones whip crack, like waka.
Oh, God. I don't know.
No.
That's stressful.
It is stressful.
It's very stressful.
I think it would feel weird, like if you wobble your head and you just feel like woo 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 woo.
Yeah,
or you'd hear like...
Maybe I'd kind of like it, though. Oh, no.
That's the sort of wet jiggle of ears. You feel like a spaniel.
I still prefer it to the nips.
That's fair. I mean, and there's,
It's got to be the lobes.
If you got 5 foot of nip, you got 5 foot more nerve endings, so...
Oh, there we go. Now that is interesting.
It's an interesting point.
No, they're more multi-purposes than the earlobes.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's a fair thing. A common semen question is like, if you had the choice of every time you did a poo, it came out like perfectly edible, but rather over frozen ice cream of your flavor
right.
choice, or every time that you urinated, it came out as either like hot coffee or hot tea.
Ow.
And you had the choice of either one.
The perfectly formed, edible
but,
ice cream machine.
But it's not an easy. It's not like a soft serve. It's not an easy ride.
It's a rock solid boy.
It's like a tub of soft scoop that's maybe been in the freezer a bit too long. You kind of bought it on a whim, forgot about it.
I'm trying to think of...
Bit freezer burned.
I'm trying to think of the burn of hot coffee coming out my hoo-ha.
Yeah, but I'm sure
and the freezer burn of perfect rock solid ice cream coming out of my asshole.
Yeah.
They're perfectly opposite ends of the spectrum.
They are. I feel like the hot coffee would probably singe off any nerve endings you had down there first piss.
That is true, so you're never really going to feel it again after that, and then you just get fresh hot coffee all the time.
Yeah, but then...
Perfect on a winter's day.
Well,
out for a long stroll.
Every day, because it's coming no matter what.
Yeah, that is true.
What flavour would the ice cream be if you chose that one?
Ooh. Such a deep question, man.
Yeah, man. This is why we're different from most podcasts, because we ask the real questions.
You ask the real deep stuff. The real pressing questions.
The hard ones, yeah.
I think I'd have to have stracciatella poops, which is like vanilla chocolate chip ice cream.
Oh shit! Okay. Yeah.
So like vanilla with a little flair.
Yeah, just a
little sprinkle of.
Just a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just a little something.
Just a little something.
Just a little something.
So you would go for the ice cream poops?
I think I'd have to go for the stracciatella poops, yeah.
Cool, fair play. Yeah. That's a common answer, I feel.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be.
I think it depends on what kind of person you are.
Yeah.
Whether you got a sweet tooth or you need caffeination 24 hours a day.
I'm sweet tooth all the way.
Yeah.
I might just load my veins
and also
with sugar.
You shit way less than you would piss. Well, at least more normal people do. I do about the same volume.
See, it's like a once or twice a day thing. I can handle ice cream once or twice a day.
Yeah. But
whereas like coffee, that's
be your own personal.
You're kind of going, a few times a day, depending on how much you hydrate.
Bapista.
If you drink a lot of water, does it water down the strength of the coffee?
No, I think it just makes you do it more.
Right, okay. So it's just going to up the ante. It's not going to weaken the product.
I mean, this is like a perfect cup.
Right, okay. Perfect cup of joe.
The beans have been perfectly roasted, perfectly ground. The temperature of the water is not too hot, so, you know, scald it, not too
Perfect
cold.
pussy coffee.
Oh! The PPC.
Beautiful.
Oh. It hasn't been appealing to me until you said it like that.
Perfect pussy coffee.
Now I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, I want that.
Give me a cup. No milk foam, please.
Oh.
And I made it weird.
Oh no.
Shoes for poos or poos for shoes? To reiterate, would you rather have to shit out a shoe or have to wear poo on your feet as shoes every day?
I actually hate that question.
That's why I asked it.
It's horrible. Right, shitting out a shoe, that's gonna hurt like fuck.
It depends.
Are we talking a baby shoe? Are we talking a full, like, are we talking like a size 15 basketball player shoe?
Tell me what size shoe you wearing?
I'm a 5.
And it's a 5.
That's large.
Large and in charge.
Yeah, like it's small in the realm of feet world.
Yeah, but in terms of poo,
but butthole world, that is large.
I want to go to Butthole World.
Butthole world. Another product licensed by Disney.
Yeah. I want to go to Jar Jar's Butthole Palace.
Oh my god, it's awful. I'm trying to think about how malleable the shoe is we're wearing here.
Yeah.
Is it a shit flicker with like really hard soles, or is it
it's a winkle picker.
Running trainer?
Well, this is always the thing comes back to. So what shoe is it? You know, is it a Doc Marten? Is it like a Croc? Is it like a jelly shoe? Because a jelly shoe, I feel like you can press into a shit-sized log.
Yeah, you could probably do your best with that one.
Yeah.
Wear shit for shoes.
Little hardened.
Wear shit for shit. I don't think I could put I think I'd have to shit a shoe.
Yeah.
I don't think I could have shit for shoes.
I think you get used to it.
Yeah, I think it would eventually.
Maybe like once a month.
Yeah.
Maybe they're all different. You know?
I feel like your body would learn to cope at a point.
Yeah, you'd evolve.
But having to regularly put my feet in poop is not.
Yeah, or you could become one of them hippies that wears no shoes.
I could never. Yeah, no. Any time I accidentally touch any kind of
Fecal.
miscellaneous wet,
right,
in any location, I'm just like, no,
miscellaneous wet.
My whole body recoils.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, so no, I could never. Shoe poo. Could never do it.
One last question.
Fire away.
How many ducks do you think you could fight in one go? And be honest with yourself, you know. Some people sell themselves too short here. I think, you know. Realistically.
I think maybe 3.
3?
Yeah.
You can take more than
Ducks are violent, man.
Yeah, but you have cognitive thoughts.
They're very flappy. And
you can be flappy.
I can be flappy, you are correct. But when you've got
flap them arms
when you've got a duck coming at you from like the left, a duck coming at you from the right, and a duck coming at you from the front, and they're all flapping and like
pecking,
beak biting you.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's only so many times you can punch a duck and simultaneously punch 3 ducks.
Let's say you get a weapon. You got one melee weapon.
Can I get a tennis racket?
Yeah.
Because I think I could take him out in one foul sweep.
It'll make a good like doink.
Alright, so if I can have a tennis racket, I think I could handle like 6 if I was like fast moving.
8. I think 8.
You think 8? So I could take out like 4 in one swoop and then like quickly like. I like the style. Yeah.
You've played enough. Right. You've played Wii Sports, right?
I have.
That's training you your whole life for this duck massacre.
It is true. Okay. I'll take 8 ducks.
8 ducks?
8 ducks.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Well, I think we got to know you a lot better there. Thanks for answering these questions.
It's all everybody ever wanted to know.
Yeah. I hope I can already hear the listeners being like, of course he asks the lady about fucking Shrek. But I ask everyone about fucking Shrek.
To be fair, I don't get the hype with Shrek.
He's big and handsome. Big and handsome.
I know he is, but like, where did the Shrek fandom? It's another one that's always baffled me.
The Shrek fandom.
Like, it is big.
It is, yeah.
Like, it is. It's enormous.
Well, it became the
colossal.
meme. It became the meme, and then the meme kind of like manifested itself into reality.
It grew out of control. Like, I remember when those videos all came up, where it was like that weird sort of like a shitty Shrek shouting, "What are you doing in my swamp?"
Yeah.
And his neck grew really far, and it starts like bugging out, and like I just don't understand where it came from or why it happened.
It came from the deep desires of those who could make.
Yeah.
You've seen Shrek is Life, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
It's truly like deeply disturbing. Whoever made that, they are disturbed.
Whoever made that is the same person that once wanted Gandalf as a kid.
It makes sense.
Gandalf to the left of me, Shrek to the right. Here I am.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I want a refund.
Speaking of things we don't like, what's next for the bin?
The ever relevant flag shaggers.
Yeah. This is a topic that comes up often.
Yeah.
But I feel like now, at the moment,
they are ever prevalent. A lot of them have come out of the woodwork in the hordes.
Yeah.
The last couple of weeks.
For those who have been glued to the TV watching Mornhub on BBC and every channel ever.
Yeah. So my main thing with it is they're not going to listen to this, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But I've had family members who just really, they make me howl with laughter every time I see it. But one of my uncles changed their profile picture to the Queen.
Right.
And it just absolutely made me howl, because I was like, it looks nothing like you, mate.
Yeah.
It's like, you have changed. You have aged significantly since I last saw you, and you look a lot more like a lady than I remember.
Imagine if when anyone else's granny died and then everyone just changed their profile picture
it's
to a
so
picture
weird.
of their
Like,
granny.
imagine being like Prince William or Harry or whatever at this point, and like the entire nation has gone, we've got your granny as our profile picture.
Yeah.
Like, it must be so weird. Incredibly odd. And now their ugly sod of a dad is going to be on everything instead.
Yeah.
On all our money and stuff. And it's very scary, but I just find it really funny how people have become so intensely into the monarchs and our country over the last 2 weeks because an old lady died. And yeah, I just find it funny.
It made me think of Steve Irwin's kids.
Yeah.
Because like they're trying to live their life, and every time they get interviewed, they're, your dad is dead.
It's so
your
weird.
Dad is dead, and we miss him so terribly.
It must be the strangest thing, because they were like babies when that happened anyway.
Yeah.
Like, of course they missed their dad and stuff like that, but they were teeny tiny babies that barely knew him.
Everything they do, they're just like, that's just like your dead dad.
Exactly. They're like, oh my god, you look so much like your dad, and he's dead. Like, OMG, fight the stingrays.
So now that was, I think, of like, not that I give a fuck about how Prince William feels or anything, but
no.
He's just like having to meet like 500,000 people just like, your gran is dead. She's dead.
So weird.
She died.
It's so strange. And then there's people who, again, like some other members of my family, who have come out that previously like to shit on, the country and stuff where it's kind of with rights and, things are due because the country's shit. But suddenly they've come out of nowhere and they're like, oh my god, we love the Queen so much. She's incredible. Look what she did for our country. And I'm like, okay, but the country's in the shitter.
Yeah.
So, like, what? No offence.
Yeah, I think a lot of it.
What did she do?
I can understand some of it, like, because like my dad has been Navy his whole life, and like my boss Liam, who's military, and a lot of those like army guys, they're sort of trained to die for the Queen.
Yeah.
And it's a big deal for them. So I can understand them being sad because it's like, I'm not saying it's brainwashing because I think that would be disrespectful, but it's like, when you put your life on the line for like an ideal, I get it. It's that's difficult. But I think when it's like a lot of it became just performative, and it was like, look, I'm going to try and out patriot patriot everyone else, and I can have the most bunting, and I can be the saddest, and I can buy the most memorabilia.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy the most newspapers and frame them and buy stamps and coins. And I get it, she's been the queen for as long as most people have been alive. But it's just like, do you really need to use this as an excuse to show how much of the flag you can stick in your fucking dick hole?
I know. It's just really intense, man. I know people that we do not personally know the Queen. She's just, it's a bit like if a character on TV dies, in your favourite show or whatever. It's just a person that we've grown to kind of know through a thing. None of us personally know the Queen.
Yeah.
And there's loads of people who are like, oh my god, I'm so devastated the Queen has died. I need to take 5 because I'm desperately upset about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you don't know this person.
Yeah.
It's astounding to me. She's effectively just a character to most of us.
I think, I was quite I haven't really said anything about the Queen dying on line or anything on the page, just because it's been everywhere, and I'm like, I don't want to just
don't be the person.
Go into the think tank. So I can understand people being sad because they don't like change.
Yeah. And
they've known one thing their whole life and now it's different.
Yeah.
I can understand being weirded out by it.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of it was I think I could get a day off work if I was pretending to be really sad.
Yeah. I think that is a lot of it. I think most people have been thrilled with bank holiday more than anything else.
The thing is how the UK was when the Queen died. That's what America's like every day.
Yeah, every day.
That's how fucking intensely they look at their country and the flag and being a patriot. So
it is peculiar. I'm quite glad we don't function that way over here, where we have to walk into class in the morning and sing the national anthem and all that.
It's fun. Yeah.
I don't even know our national anthem, and I don't think I care to know. I'm okay with not knowing it.
Yeah. I mean, I know how it goes, but I don't know the words. But now it's different now, and it's got the king.
I was going to say, God Save the King or whatever. Is that what the national anthem is?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
God
maybe
save our weird king. God save the racist king.
I always wondered
why
they
at his hands. 10 Cumberland sausages stuffed inside Camilla's cunt.
Whoa!
Did you hear that leaked phone call from when back in the day when Charles was talking to Camilla?
Oh God!
Have you heard it? He's saying how he wishes he was her Tampax so he could be stuffed inside a vag at all times.
No.
Yeah.
That has to be a joke.
No, it's real. I'll pull up the audio.
That is not the way to talk dirty to someone.
But it's it's really funny listening to these two very posh socialites trying to be filth. It's just oh, you really rev my engine. Oh, yes, you do. But the problem is I want you several times a week. Oh, I want you every day.
Oh, crikey.
Oh, I wish I could be up in there all the time.
Oh, my God.
Charles. Do you think Charles watches incest porn?
I think he definitely does. It's the only porn access they have is to that specific genre.
Yeah, Charles up there watching stepsister stuff.
It's why they keep it in the family. It's all they've ever been shown.
Oh man,
it's all they've ever known. Shook.
Yeah, I mean,
is he related to Camilla in any way? I feel like he should be somewhere along the way.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some sort of. I mean, we're all sort of related in our own way. We all go back to Charlemagne or something.
Yeah.
Apparently, most Europeans, they can trace their family tree back to Charlemain.
Interesting.
So, we're all in this because he just fucked severely.
We're all brothers and sisters here.
Yeah. Look,
get on.
We're all step bros. Yeah. But yeah, I think the whole flag shagging thing, even though it may not necessarily kind of correlate with the trash rule, I've always kind of considered it part of the trash rule.
Fair.
Sorry, that burp kind of shocked you a little bit there. You looked a bit taken back by it.
I'm impressed.
Well, there it is.
Yeah, well.
I did a beefy one the other day. It was like 8 seconds long.
That is impressive.
But I ruined it by apologising.
Oh, that does ruin it. You just have to walk it off and style it out. That was incredible.
If I hadn't said sorry for that, it would have been a 10 out of 10. But it was an 8.
Never apologise. If it's a big boy, you've just got to let it speak for itself.
It's like I can take it back. Mm-hmm. I could suck it back in, but then ain't going to reverse the memory.
Do you reckon it'd be bigger the second time around? I think it could be, because
Burp
then
too,
you
electric
build
boogaloo.
upon the original monster.
Can you do the thing where you suck in air and burp on command?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. I'm not about to.
You try and crack one out.
Thing is, whenever I have to do them on command, it's like it puts pressure on it, and this tiny little demon squeaks out. It's just
been a while since I'm going to see if I can do it. This might sound weird through the microphone, but
that was impressive.
Yeah, do you hear that?
That was a monster.
But it makes a little noise going in too.
See, I never make noises when they go in. Have you done the Sprite challenge yet?
I did it in college.
Nice.
I puked.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
We did it in the car last year, and I was like, oh, I'm fine. And then I was like, oh wait, no, oh my god, no, I'm in pain.
Yeah.
Something's happening. Flung the door open.
Have you seen Badlands Chugs on YouTube?
No.
It's this guy from New York. He's a professional eater, and he's not the best eater anymore. So now what he does is he chugs drinks. He'll chug 2 litres of Coke in 5 seconds.
That's terrifying.
And then he'll go The thing is, he's really shy and sweet and awkward. So he'll be like, all right, folks, today I got 2 litres of Sprite. You know how it is. Let's chug this 2 litres of...
That's incredible.
Got the Sprite. And he's there real come on, y'all. Enough talk. Let's drink this Sprite. And he does that for ages. He doesn't know how to start the video. And then he just goes and then there's a big burp, and he's like, that's the chug, y'all. Thanks for watching Badlands Chugs. And then, I recommend it.
Imagine that being your whole brand.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
But he does Will Smith style PG rapping as well. He's like, I'm Badlands Chugs, and I'm here to say I chug soda every day. Sweet and fizzy on down the throat. People call me the chug goat. Yeah, and
I love it.
It's like that.
He sounds gifted.
He is.
Truly gifted.
If you listen to this, go to YouTube right now and type in Badlands Chugs. You will not regret it.
Yeah, I'm going to do it after.
Yeah.
I'm going to love it. I just sense it.
You're going to sense it. Speaking of things that we love, but the opposite of that.
Yeah.
What's the last bin you got for me?
The last thing to go in the bin today is bacon being the holy grail.
Everyone's always like, bacon is worth breaking veg for.
You're vegan, but what about bacon? So it's still an animal, therefore no.
It smells good, it tastes good, but I'm going to say this straight up, sausages are better.
Ooh, that's a curveball.
Sausages are way better than bacon.
See, I'm terrible. I only like really cheap, shitty sausages. It has to be a Richmond.
Yeah.
Or nothing.
I'll go as far. I have the bag of 20 frozen Asda price ones that you get for £1.
If there's a hint of a herb in it, gone. Can't cope.
Hint of herb.
Depends on the herb. But if there's even a slight hint of green, it means it's fancy.
If it's too torrified for you,
get out.
If you go to the Palacio Lounge, that's a place in town.
Yeah.
Their sausages are herbaceous sausage patties.
No. I need the most white trash sausage in the world.
Just emulsified pig.
Yeah.
Product.
There's 3% pig in every sausage.
Yeah.
And then just mulch.
yeah. It's got the consistency of upholstery.
Yeah. If it has any kind of bite to it, it's not the sausage for me.
I'll take any sausage. I'll take all comers. I'm like an old 1930s bare knuckle boxer.
Fair play.
I'm taking all comers. But yeah, give me any sauce. All sausages now, saucy song. But yeah, sausage is better than bacon. When I go to, if I get a spoon's breakfast, I tell them to take the bacon off and give me extra sausage. I literally
couldn't care less. It's just it's salty. The texture of it is just, it's so easy to do it wrong.
Yeah. And
to just have nasty bacon. I just don't get it. And people are like, oh, but what about bacon? You can't not have bacon. And I'm like, it's really not that great, man. As if a pig died for this. And I'm not vegan, I have to add that, but on that stretch, I'm like, it's not worth killing the poor pig for. Just seems rude.
Just have the bacon.
Yeah, just fucking have the bacon.
But I'm all for the. I like a bacon, but like I said, I prefer a sausage. I do hate this this sort of goat status of the bacon, where people are like, it's the best thing ever. So like, you know, they'll make the bacon and be like, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
If you don't like bacon, you're a fucking weirdo, etc. We have Zach, new housemate, walking through.
Hello, ruining podcast.
Yeah. Get your ass through or I'll kick you out. Consider this your eviction notice.
It's okay, it's worth it for the Heineken and peas.
Yeah. Heineken and peas, see, that's goat status right there.
That's a cracking combo.
Yeah. But I think you hear it a lot. I was a vegetarian for a while, and everyone was, oh, and then Shannon's here as well. Everyone's here, fucking hell. Yeah, so everyone was like, you know, why not bacon? Mm-hmm. And it was bacon that eventually cracked me out. Shannon, what's your opinion on people saying that bacon is
the Holy Grail?
Is the Holy Grail?
Oh, it's fucking horrible. Have you ever had an awful hangover and somebody's cooking bacon in the fucking house?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I'm gonna puke everything.
See, I feel like bacon's only good in a hangover situation.
I never liked bacon. Everyone's like, don't use bacon though. Oh, I fucking hate bacon. It's disgusting. I had a really traumatic bacon-related incident as well when I was a child.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Do you want to hear about it?
Come close to the mic.
Come close.
So, I was probably like, what, 5, 6, and I was eating a nice bit of Brenner, you know, breakfast for dinner.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bacon. So there was like a bit of bacon, and it was like as strong. There was like the bit of fat and another bit of bacon, and I ate it. But then like I hated fat and stuff, so like, my mum was like trying to like fucking force feed me this bacon, and then it went down. Half of it went down my throat, and then the other half was still in my mouth, and I was like, oh god! And then my mum just fucking pulled the bit out of my mouth, and it like bacon fat, like you know when you pull shit out of your throat. I don't know if you know what that feels like.
Oh
anyway.
yeah.
And yeah.
So you were deep throating
disgusting.
bacon fat, and it made a little doink.
Just the fact that like it got pulled out of my mouth and came out of my throat.
Yeah, that's...
you know what I mean? It was just, I cannot...
That's full heebie-jeebies.
Maybe I'll have to recreate this experience for you so you understand how...
I know, I've been there before, but I don't care. So.
Ugh, bacon's fucking disgusting.
It was
It is gross.
I mean, I had it earlier on. It was good, but like I was saying earlier on, sausages over bacon any day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sausages are way better.
I just don't really get it, like, because no one... if you looked at, like, the ratio of meat that people consume, like... Chicken is probably the most consumed meat, I would say.
Yeah, chicken and beef.
But no one rates them as the holy grail of meat. Everyone rates bacon as the holy grail of meat. And they're always like, why aren't you eating bacon? Don't you miss bacon?
See, when I was wee, my holy grail was chicken.
Yeah.
And filet of fish from McDonald's.
Ah, absolutely. The filet of fish.
I think my grail is... Well, it's still sausages because that's like my favourite food ever. But I eat chicken more than anything else. Like, give me a chicken nugget, give me a chicken strip, give me a chicken wing.
I could smash some nugs right now.
Yeah, maybe I will.
Maybe we should.
Yeah, I was gonna like, that would be a bad idea.
I would normally say edit this out, Jimmers, but fuck it, you know, let's embrace the chaos.
Sorry.
We love the chaos.
We're recording in the living room.
Yeah.
I'll be back in a minute with pizza.
That is your pizza.
Thank you.
That's alright.
Perfect time to talk about pizza. I feel like cheese is almost guilty of this too, though. I feel
cheese
like
is guilty of it.
Everyone's like, cheese. I couldn't be
possibly
vegan
live without
because
cheese.
Cheese.
Cheese is shit.
Cheese is only good melted.
Oh, disagree with you there. I fucking hate melted cheese.
What?
Cold cheese all the way, like a cube of cheese.
A cube?
A cube of cheese,
and
fresh out the fridge.
Any other shapes? Like a...
Nah, it's a rectangle as fuck.
What about like a pentagon of cheese?
Oh, absolutely not. A baby bell, I'll let that slide.
A dodecahedron of cheese. A dodecahedron. All the angles you could bite.
But yeah, no, melted cheese, man, it stresses me out. Like... It's the one thing I cannot get on board with.
Well, man, I can't believe we differ so firmly.
Yeah, I know. Like, I work at a pizza place and I can't do melted cheese, and they really freak out at me whenever I order pizza because I order pizza with no cheese.
Wow.
And I've done it at Domino's before. I've gone, I don't want cheese on my pizza, and they phone back 20 minutes later to go,
are you sure?
You've ordered no cheese on your pizza. Is that correct? I'm like, yes.
What you should do is, can you put the cheese in a separate box so that I can add the cold cheese on
to
top of the pizza, and then I've got my own build your own like Lunchables situation.
I would love that so much. That's incredible.
So that's why I hate the idea of the pizza Lunchables, because it's just a piece of like bread
cardboard cracker
with ketchup
and then
unmelted cheese.
Yeah, that sounds really bleak, actually. Quite depressing.
Yeah,
as it goes. Maybe I don't recommend that.
Yeah.
I just don't think melted cheese belongs on things. It's another one of the holy grail for people, and it needs to fuck off.
Yeah. See, I agree that it is overrated, but I do love a melted cheese.
Yeah, so I know you're not going to agree with me.
It makes me shit my pants.
That won't go in the... Oh.
I mean, all dairy is just going to make me blast ass.
Nice. We need to, put you on a rocket to Russia for you with cheese, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Did you ever see that film Thunderpants?
Yeah.
I'm going to be that kid from Thunderpants.
I love that.
Where I'm just piloting the spaceship with farts, but instead it's just my Poozuka.
Poozuka. The other day Alex called it a Nutella missile. And I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
It's the best name for a shit I've ever heard. In fact, it wasn't even related to a shit, and then I said, that sounds like a name for a shit.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh yeah, it really does.
Kev, who used to play bass in Rash, used to call his poos nutties.
Oh no.
But I'm going for an 18-inch nutty.
It sounds like something you'd say to a kid, like, you can tell kids, like, you give cute names to things.
Yeah, like, oh, there's your food.
Yeah, you'd go for a little nutty.
Oh.
Do you need to go for a nutty?
Did you blow off?
Oh.
I think it's time for a nutty. I'll have to...
Exactly that.
I'll have to get Joe from Time and Tide in on the show again, because he told me once that someone came in and they wanted a tattoo that said, I love you, nutty.
Oh, no.
I love you, nutty.
That's really bad.
Yeah.
That's really cringy.
Oh dear. I think if we go back to the task at hand, I think the fact that, I mean, bacon is fine, cheese is fine, but it ain't the best. I know it's all opinion based, but I think it seems to be this universally accepted knowledge that bacon is the goat, and it's not the goat.
It's not the goat.
It's not goat.
It's not bad, but it's not the goat.
It's not the goat.
Not the goat.
If anything, chicken should be the goat. Or let's just not rank our meats and let everyone enjoy it.
Yeah, literally, like, why does it matter? Just fucking eat what you want to eat.
Yeah.
Like, surely that's the point of it all.
Yeah, I think, enjoy your meat as you wish.
Yeah.
Let's go into the bin. Let's put a splash.
Let's get into the bin.
Blang. I don't know if I splashed the flag shaggers. Did I do that or not? I think I agreed that. Well, if I haven't, then here's a splash.
Yeah.
Let's put a splash flag shaggers. So you got three in, one out.
I'm alright with that. That's
yeah, that's good. That's like a passing grade.
We'll take a majority.
So yeah, well, thanks for coming on the scene. Is there anything you want people to go check out, or?
I mean, there's not a lot of my internet presence going on at the moment, but you can find me on @Vita Valentine on Instagram, and anything new about anything will be posted on there. Hopefully releasing an album this side of the year.
Hell yeah.
So keep your eyes peeled for that.
Fuck yeah.
And there may be some random country shit that pops out along the way too.
Random country nutties.
Random country nutties, just to really confuse everyone.
Just leaving a little...
Yeah, little tidbits, little nugs. little country nugs.
Country nugs.
Country nugs.
I could fuck with that.
I think they'd be pretty good.
New at McDonald's, country nugs.
They sound incredibly wholesome. I'd pay good money for them.
A little country nug. Well, thanks for coming on the show. Really appreciate it. I think it's time we played a bit more takoyaki.
Fuck yes, I can hand your ass to you on a plate.
Look, who won last time?
You.
I mean, it was close.
I've just won a set of something.
Yes, that's true.
So, we're back on a somewhat even keel, so now one of us has to re-hand the ass on a plate.
Yeah,
to even this back
must
out.
Be passed around.
Yeah.
All right. Well, prepare to lose again. Cheers for coming on the show. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Thanks, man.
I'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, it's me, Big Tasty. I just wanted to say cheers for listening to this week's episode, and I hope you enjoyed listening to it as much as I enjoyed making it. Now, if you feel so inclined, you should come check out my Patreon page. You can sign up for as little as £1 a month, and you get weekly exclusive video tier lists and monthly mail-outs with things such as stickers and fabric patches, zines and art prints. Hey, and if you can't spare the money right now, I totally understand. No pressure. I'm going to keep making episodes regardless. But if you can support financially, it really helps the show. Just keep moving on. And then another way you can help is just to follow us on stuff like Twitter and Instagram at Seaburn Podcast and share it around to people that you think might like this filthy shit. Anyway, love you guys, appreciate you, and I'll see you next week.